sure, and today's perk testing going on. That's why we have to be really quiet. Tomorrow's National Pie Day. I like pie, not that pie.
And now for a story with Miss Woods about tracking mountain gorillas.
Teachers at Casey have many interests in and outside of school. Our teachers have visited all 7 continents. Here is Ms. Wirtz telling us a story about one of the times she went to Africa.
Thanks, Tess. So back in 1993, I was lucky enough to go to Africa for 4 months and backpack around. And one of the greatest days of my life was when I went to go see the gorillas in Zaire. Zaire is now called the Democratic Republic of the Congo, but back then it was a French-speaking region of eastern Zaire that borders Uganda and Rwanda. So in order to get there, I had to get there on my own, riding on the back of a tobacco cart to the border, where I had to surrender my passport and bribe my way into the country. It cost $50 to do that. And then I went to the little town where they were having market day. And I didn't want to stay because it was nighttime and it was market day and there were a lot of people and it didn't seem very comfortable. So I found this 10-year-old boy named Tomas who spoke enough English to take me up the volcano. And he got 2 of his 10-year-old friends and we broke apart all my gear and we literally ran up the volcano. And it's supposed to take 2 hours on a really good pace to do that, but it only took us 1 hour and 40 minutes. I pitched my tent, I waited for the next day. They only allow 9 people into the park at a time to trek for the gorillas, to help with the gorillas preservation. And so we set out 2 days later in a little group looking for the gorillas. It took us several hours of going through the jungle with the machetes, going through the thorns. You had to wear clothes covering every part of your body so you didn't get too scratched up. And the way you find the gorillas is by looking for gorilla spores, or for those of you who aren't science people, that's gorilla poop. And we had a guide who had a gun and all those kinds of things. It was pretty scary. But we went hiking and hiking, and just when I was thinking that, oh my gosh, this is not even worth it, I'm so hot, I'm so tired, we're just getting all scratched up, we came to a clearing. And in the clearing, the guide told us to be super quiet. And as we got closer and closer, we saw a female with a baby, and it was so, so cute. And then we came around the corner, and everything got super quiet. And all of a sudden, the bushes started thrashing, and we looked at the guide, and he's like, get down, get down. And so we crouched down, but everybody kind of left me in the middle of the clearing by myself, and I'm just all by myself, and all of a sudden emerges this 440-pound silverback gorilla. I'm looking at the guy going, now what I do? And he's like, take a picture. I'm like, are you kidding me? Take a picture? That's ridiculous. But I went ahead and took a picture, and then I put my head back down in the submissive form, and all I kept thinking was that my arms were gonna get ripped from my body. But sure enough, Marcel appeared, looked at me, smelled me, walked past me. I think he liked it because I hadn't had a bath in about a week, so I must have smelled really good, like a gorilla. And then he went off, and I was so relieved that I hadn't been attacked by the gorilla and that I'd gotten some pretty awesome photographs. We got to spend another hour and a half with the whole family, with Marcel and his 8 wives. And then we walked down the volcano, had to walk back down into town the next day, but it was a pretty amazing day for sure.
Last Thursday, Vancouver Ball premiered in Miss Wirtz's 7th period class in association with Boulder International Film Festival. Let's go check out some interviews.
Okay, so what I remember is that there was this boy, and for a community service project, he gathered all this baseball stuff and donated it to Cuba.
Awesome. Why is Vancouver Ball important to Casey?
It's important to Casey because it was premiered at Casey and it's going to be shown at the Boulder International Film Festival.
Awesome. We have a holiday on this Saturday.
This Saturday, it's Pie Day. Not that kind of pie, this kind of pie.
3.1
4 1
5 9 2, 6,
5,
3,
5,
8,
9,
7,
9,
3,
2.
3, 8.
And now for our Casey Cup announcement.
I'm Charlotte announcing the new name of the Casey Cup. There were 3 top votes, Carlos, Chester, and Casey. And the winner is Casey!
Thanks for watching this week's episode of Casey TV.
Get outside and enjoy the snow!